one of the cool things about going to Indiana Beach, like the area that you like fed fish at on the lake, uh like I'm pretty sure there was no water in that area because the fish just said "ooh, food" and stacked themselves on top of each other.
Oh yeah, I remember
There
that
was also
like something like that from like a park.
yeah, this is
Fish are crazy.
really good. Still the best haunted house I've ever been in. Uh but yeah, some of the fish were like when they opened their mouths, it was like 5 inches in diameter. Like they were big.
Yeah, uh, I think I was talking about like there was actual signs saying if you dropped anything that you didn't want the fish to eat, you're out of luck.
Oh, that was a one thing. Last time went to the Binder Park Zoo, I went over to the Africa side and noticed someone dropped their phone in the uh, off the area where you feed the giraffes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, copy.
Oh crap! I need to open chat. But yeah, basically, if you drop your phone, they're not getting it until like that night when they like I guess
Like
bring the
clean out the
drafts in or
pens and
whatever.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen the video of the dolphin who this like woman dropped her phone and then the dolphin went and actually collected it for her?
Yeah, dolphins are really playful.
Yeah, but they can also be real assholes.
They are also kind of rapey.
Yeah, that
There-
too.
There's few stories like well, there's like I've seen a video. Lady gets knocked down on the dock and the dolphin just like mounts her.
Don't throw around
Yeah,
puffer fish just to get high or
oh
something.
yeah, they straight up chew on pufferfish for the fun of it, to get them to release just enough neurotoxin to get them high.
Just to fuck.
There's a
Like
dolphins
passing
seem to
that thing
be.
back.
I don't know if the thing's alive when they get done with it, but it's like that's gotta be horrible if it is. It's like, God damn it, I'm gonna go over here and relax, freaking asshole fish.
I think eventually
You're roboting badly.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a storm here.
Hey Tom, what up? And just another dolphin. Yeah, we get weird on this. I don't know how we got into that so quickly. It happens.
Give
It's
it
weird
give it
as
like
normal.
30 seconds. The subject will be completely different.
But yeah, aren't dolphins like the like most intelligent animal other than humans? Which I'm not quite sure on human intelligence.
I think it's like
like-
the most intelligent mammal other than humans. Yeah.
I don't have that much faith in human intelligence. Freaking men can have baby. Men can give birth. Went around on Twitter again.
Oh yeah, did you see the one with
What?
the non-binary gave birth?
How are you non-binary and gay? These some people
just like adopt a gender title. You're everything.
This is why I'm still going with non-gendered green pangolin.
Yeah, there was a non-binary person who gave birth for I think it was a trans man.
That
I think it was who gave birth for a trans woman using female sperm or something like that.
What is a female? That right there
You
is
mean like
them
female
just
egg?
fucking with.
No,
No,
female sperm.
it's a sperm, but it comes from someone pretending, trying to be female. So they're stupid.
Okay, I said that. That confuses me.
Basically, they started life as male and transitioned to female, but they wanted to have a baby, so they donated their sperm.
Yeah, that makes a little bit of sense, I guess.
So they still had a bait and tackle.
To be honest, I only know like personally, I only know like 2 transgender people.
That Yana
And I
is
think
definitely
one
a
of them
man,
moved away.
but anytime I've met a few transgender, and it's like, yeah, so you're transitioning to whatever gender they're transitioning to. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll use those pronouns. You're not a jackass, but if it's like Yanif or that Riley Dennis, morning inked,
Yeah.
yeah, those are definitely men pretending to be women to get whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think that suit got dropped, but Yanif was going to sue a gynecologist for not looking at the bait and tackle. It's like, we only look at vagina here. Like, I have a male vagina. Like, no, you don't. Fuck off.
Like, if you have a penis, it's not a vagina. Therefore, we don't look at it.
Well, biology is not a real science, according to these people. Which
I don't
just
think
is
science is a real
like,
science according to those people.
well, you know, there's some statements people make, like, you just need to take a rolled up newspaper and bop them on the nose, like, no, you are dumbass. Knock it off. And then there's statements that you need to put on a nice medieval, like, solid steel gauntlet and backhand them with it. Like, you're incredibly stupid. Knock it off.
Yeah, I see what you mean by medieval.
Just medieval on that with the gauntlet.
Like, you just have a gauntlet hanging off your back belt, and then also a newspaper. Like, okay, what have you said on the internet? Anything stupid? Like, that you look through their Twitter history. Like, okay, that's not so bad. You get the newspaper, Bob.
It's like you use
I
like
think
a
that's
small pouch of like beef jerky for like people that are really good. Like, oh, you've been good.
You haven't said anything stupid and asinine. Here you go.
So basically, just treat people like dogs.
I mean, it will work. I mean,
Hey,
that Pavlov.
yeah.
I have that weird Pavlov dog bullshit because the ringtone for my mother is a remix of "I'm Bringing Sexy Back." It's your mother's calling back.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that.
So
Like,
I'm Bringing Sexy Back came on the radio at midnight, so I'm deep asleep and like snap right awake. I'm like, God damn it, you Pavlovian dog bullshit.
right. So you just got so used to waking up for it.
Obviously, I'm going, if it's my mother's ringtone, I'm going to immediately answer.
Yeah, but why would your mom be calling you in your house?
She's done it before.
Unless she was gone or something, and then calling you from wherever she was.
She's called me or texted me from the bedroom to me on the couch because she needed a refill on coffee.
I remember you telling me that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she was really closer to the kitchen than you were.
I think it's about the same distance.
No, they're about a room away from each other.
She every day she comes home from work, she has to call me out to the car because she doesn't feel like carrying her lunch in. I don't mind doing it.
What does she usually take for?
Just
it
like
sounds like she just like has a giant bag or something. It's like lunch.
no.
It might be the lunch bag as well because you think if you're home, you're already eating your lunch.
Yeah, Phantom's on the lake, so he has lake effect internet. It's affected by whether the lake is an asshole today or not.
No,
Lake
I
effect
have
internet.
phone internet
That too.
because I have no actual internet. So they're like in a slight storm or like a little snow. I get fucked over.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, and he's back.
Oh, now he's
with no
lost his
avatar. Is he actually back, or is he just like a shell of the Phantom?
I think he's there in
I
body, but
think
not
I'm
spirit.
always a shell.
Oh no, he's back. I thought he was only there in name only.
Yeah. I think I actually someone posted a really not nice pic, like one of the ones I've posted in Peter's Discord before. Like you don't want to see it. I told him that you need to be walked upside the nose for making me see this. And then a week later, I questioned. Oh, I forget what is. I pointed out that Antifa actually, or being anti-fascist, really does use fascist tactics. So someone found a tweet they could get me on, so I got suspended for 12 hours. Whatever.
Oh, really?
Someone butthurt going through Twitter history.
You know, that's never ever happened to me once.
I got blocked by a lady for suggesting that, hey, we should pull out of a country. And you know what? If too much terrorism starts happening in that country, a glass area is not so bad for the planet.
I got blocked.
Yeah,
I got
and
blocked
it might actually look pretty.
I got blocked for someone telling me to go and die. I was like, I mean, you're telling me to go and die, then you're the one blocking me.
Was it anywhere humans aren't inhabiting that's habitable, because fuck the Antarctic, like the DMZ between North and South Korea, and like the Chernobyl area, really great for wildlife.
I said there are still people that live in the Chernobyl area.
They also end up having extra limbs. No,
Well,
actually, I
wouldn't
think
the animals end up
Chernobyl
having extra limbs?
For some reason, animals actually have quite adapted to the little bit of extra radiation that's there. We've there's I think it's actually called the sarcophagus. Like we've built a lead structure around the reactor that melted. And by melted, when they say melted down, that thing legitimately melted. There is I believe it's still red hot slab, like of just all the material underneath the Chernobyl, underneath where it used to be.
Yeah, did they build the other one?
Didn't you say that was called the foot plate slowly melting into the ground?
Yeah, it's the elephant's foot. which the funniest thing about that is they tried to break it up. They can't break it up for whatever reason. It's the like toughest thing ever. Power
Didn't you
tools.
say some piss on it at some time?
No, but that would have been funny if they did. They'd also probably lose their drunk immediately because even with the radiation suit, I think you can only spend like 2 hours next to it before you have to GTFO.
Yeah. It's like going
Yeah,
with the like and run out.
But yeah, someone shot it with an AK that cracked it, but I don't know who decided to shoot it with an AK.
Did they actually manage to build
No, like would
because
they
wasn't there,
not
like,
think about shrapnel or something?
Well, technically, I think it was reactor 3 that melted down, and I think there's 4 reactors at the Chernobyl site. So there's like 3 that are still up and running fine. Or I'm not sure. They might have actually just shut them down naturally to where they're not running.
I can't imagine they would be running because
Well,
would exactly be
the power not doing anything.
like where would the power be going?
Just have a bunch of lights on just because.
I mean, I know there are technically still people that live in the exclusion zone because they just refuse to leave, but that's only a small number of people.
Put the street lights be the only thing powered, so it's like really eerie glow every night.
Do it like Dying Light. There's one building that's just lit all the way up, like so bright that it basically is day. Gesundheit.
Bless you. Bless you.
But yeah, people that worry about power plants being built now, it's like, but what if Chernobyl? Like, you're comparing a Ford Model T to what they build nowadays would be like a modern car. There is no real comparison.
Sure.
In fact, the stuff that couldn't be used, like the waste that couldn't be used in like the second gen or first gen, can be used as fuel for the like 5th gen that I think they're up to now. But I need to look into the newer models because I know how Chernobyl works, but that is if I was to scrounge some radioactive material and power the house on it, I would not do that.
Yeah.
No, I feel like
didn't a kid do that and like take actor to science fair or something?
No, legitimately a Boy Scout. Like I think for the merit badge, all you have to do is write a paper on nuclear power. And the dude's like, yeah, no, fuck this. I'm going beyond, and built a nuclear reactor in his shed.
Boy
Scout,
Kid,
so I think he was like 17.
17.
Yeah,
I thought you said he was older than or younger than that.
Well, he was trying to get badges for Eagle Scout. So, and
true.
Either way,
you don't need a whole lot of badges for Eagle Scout. I mean, I got Eagle Scout, and I think I was like missing several badges.
Either way, he had radiation sickness, and I will be back in 1 minute.
Okay.
All right.
Try not to fill with dead air. Well, hopefully everyone in the chat's had a good new year. I don't get up to much on New Year's Eve. Especially though I sound hungover, but I'm not honestly hungover. I kind of got lucky in that regard. What's that tapping sound?
I got yelled at.
What for?
Mom asked for the
You
potato
yelled at
peeler,
her.
so Mom asked for the potato peeler. I go, I don't know. I usually just use a paring knife. And I picked up the bag of potatoes to grab one for breakfast. And she's like, stop. No, don't eat that. I'm making food. I'm like, I want breakfast though. And a potato is a good breakfast.
Oh, fuck, I haven't had food since the time yesterday. I should probably eat something pretty soon.
You haven't eaten and you got drunk. That's
No, I ate before, and then I got drunk, and then I went to bed and haven't eaten. So that's what happened. It's just by the time I got home, I couldn't be arsed getting any food. I was like, I'm just going to go to bed.
I think right after the stream I fell asleep. I'm like, yeah, screw this. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't want to take my medicine to go to sleep, so it's like pretty much all night.
Yeah, didn't Blanco go right up until midnight your time?
A little bit past midnight, yeah. And Haro Cryptic. So
Happy New Year.
that brings up. Oh, barbecue is good. We're having a ham that was supposed to be for Christmas, and just kept getting put off. But yeah, Scotsman, have you ever had pig's feet?
I've never had what?
Pig's feet.
No.
Cryptic says you eat feet. So what other feet is there?
I think some people eat chicken feet.
Is there any meat on that?
I would assume if people eat it.
It's quite popular in Jamaica. People usually use broth and just flavoring mostly because there's not anything on chicken feet.
Yeah, apparently like chicken feet soup is quite popular in places like Jamaica.
But there's a bird nest soup, which is I'm going to pass on. You know what the bird nest is made out of?
Twigs and stuff.
Bird shit.
No. This is a particular species of bird that somehow makes like solid spit.
Nice.
Okay,
So,
almost as bad, but still pretty gross.
Apparently, according to Cryptic, chicken feet isn't bad if you like jelly, like substance.
Oh, it's like cured and
soup.
It's like, so who looked at a bird nest and said, yeah, I'll throw that in a pot.
I know.
Although I do this with canned food every once in a while, just throw it all in a pot. Like, this can is good, or that can, which is how I ended up with something that looks quite disgusting, but it is pretty good. Browned hamburger, or actually I think it's deer burger, threw in a can of chili, beans, and then mixed vegetables.
Yeah, that's pretty much
You're roboting again. Is your dog still outside?
Yeah, it's good.
And he's back.
I don't want to leave it out too long when snowing out.
But I might look into recording. I think when I record the tour of my base, I used OBS. I might try some other capture software to see if the video turns out any better.
Well, I think you can also record with StreamYard as well.
I know, but I then have to download the StreamYard and then like cut it up, which I was thinking about doing, but I've gone too far into the playthrough of New Vegas.
Oh, but then you could just like do like an unlisted stream and then relist it again.
I guess, but I'm still debating whether to spend like I think it's $25 to buy a 8 gig RAM stick for my laptop.
So with laptops, though, is it a pain in the arse actually?
Oh, I actually have to disconnect the entire everything from the motherboard and pull the motherboard out to get to the RAM.
Yeah.
When it comes up.
Which was funny for last time when I have to do the same thing to clean the fan and everything. And I forgot. So the actual plug to plug into the wall, I forgot to connect that to the motherboard. So I could only run off battery power until I turned it off and unhooked everything and then plugged that in and then hooked everything back up. It was and this thing, so it doesn't access from the bottom. You have to actually pull the keyboard up and the entire like keyboard and mouse section up to get to the internals.
Yeah, laptops are fiddly. That's why I don't even bother upgrading mine because I know I'll fuck it up.
I'm actually going to I'm going to stop spending any money when I get it once a month or twice a month and just put it into savings and wait till I get like somewhere between $500 and $800 and just buy like parts off eBay or not eBay, but find somewhere reputable, probably online, and just buy piece by piece.
Which would you prefer, a laptop or for like in my living room?
Well,
because I was gonna put like a stair and just have like a
towers
wireless keyboard.
Towers are better because they're easier to upgrade, and they are. The big issue is the laptops are harder to cool. Towers are way easier to cool.
Yeah, because I was
just using PC
thinking about putting it there, and all I have is the computer that I have in my room works anymore.
I mean, if you're on the go and want a game on the go, I guess you could use that would be what a laptop or like business people use laptops actually for what they're used for like actually being on the go. Me, it sits in the exact same spot. In fact, yeah, for some reason it's stuck to the table. I don't know why. Like, why? I guess like something got spilled, like sticky got spilled on the table, and it's just stuck to the table. I mean, I can pull it up, but why bother? What else is going on?
Uh, fairly,
You're roboting badly again.
Give it a
yeah,
second. It'll
that'll
come back.
happen. I'll start with you.
Um,
I've actually got my Steam ID in my about section now. It's my Twitter and Steam ID. That's it. Sometime this decade, I'll get Streamlabs up and running.
I thought you already had Streamlabs. Do you not?
No, turns out PayPal doesn't like the fact that I only have a prepaid checking account. So they're being butts about letting me add it. So I'm actually going to like physically call them as soon as I stop procrastinating about it.
Yeah.
But I am great at procrastinating. In fact, I've been meaning to stop, but I keep putting off the stopping of the procrastinating. So I'm procrastinating the procrastination. But yeah, you can see the games on my wish list, which I know Skyrim's on there. Subnautica Below Zero, and then some other ones. I need to get to. Like, I played the living crap out of Skyrim. Like, seriously, over 1,000 hours put in on the 360. But that game's just so good, you can just play it over and over and over again.
I've never played it.
Oh, it's great. You should. I was hoping the Elsewhere, Elder Scroll Elsewhere was another installment, but no, I find out that's for Elder Scrolls Online, and fuck that game. I'm not into MMOs.
Apparently, Cryptic. Apparently, Cryptic busted his head falling down earlier today. Hopefully, he's okay.
Did you pull a monkey and do a Slinky impression?
Well, I think where he lives, there's a lot of ice and snow, so he must have fallen on that.
Oh yeah, where he lives is way colder than where I am, and I think it's actually well, it's higher in altitude but lower in like latitude. Then again, I think me and you, Scotsman, I think are along about the same latitude.
No, I'm on the same one. I'm my latitude, like my longitude's the same as Canada's. No, latitude is
well, I'm further north than some parts of Canada.
No, mine's quite far up in Canada that I've checked.
Oh, either way, you still have weather different,
next to the lake,
warmer.
It's fairly cold.
Yeah,
that's because of all the water surrounding us, all the warm air and stuff. But it also means a lot of rain. A fucking shitload of rain.
Ooh, head on bathroom door. That I hope it was a like.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Depending on what wood door, is it like solid wood door or just one of those crappy internal? Like it's like two sheets of like 16th of an inch like plywood with cardboard reinforcing the middle. Ooh, that. I don't know why this just reminded me of the funniest prank. Like the dude goes off on vacation for like 2 weeks, so his roommates like legit like pull off the door frame and then put drywall over it, and you can't tell that there was a room there. Like
I think I
legitimately,
heard
they
of
did
those.
the work.
Freaking hilarious.
Uh, ooh, hardwood. Uh, Great for because I think hardwood is easier to clean than carpet, but for hitting your head on, I would not suggest it.
Yeah.
If you're going to hit your head on something, I suggest shag carpeting, I guess, or a wiffle ball bat. But yeah, like the impressiveness of how well they like actually drywalled the over the door was just amazing. Great prank.
Hmm.
Also, another good prank that is a pain, and I think actually has gotten people, uh, like the principal has seriously suspended the students for it, like filling the principal's office with peanuts, like the styrofoam peanuts.
Yeah, I remember someone put like cling film around the head teacher's car.
Oh,
That
I've
was
actually it was on Top Gear. Someone actually said they got charged with Grand Theft Auto. Only they actually the teacher had like one of these small cars, so he got like 5 of his buddies and just lifted the car up and moved it like 2 blocks away. And apparently that was the criteria for Grand Theft Auto.
and someone I see, and like someone else also put like another teacher's car up for sale at a car magazine.
Okay, that is just hilarious.
I don't know if anyone bought it, but yeah, someone did. Up for sale.
Oh, there's a great scene in so the movie Hackers, which I'm going to be honest, I only watched because it was on TV and Angelina Jolie was in it. She's like 19 at the time.
Oh, well, legal was fine.
But like at one point, her character and then the like main character are having a fight over who's the best hacker. And one of them puts in an ad. They're fucking with like the head of the like the FBI agent that's in charge of like cybercrime. And this is like back in the 90s, so the hacking scene is weird. But they actually put an ad to where he's getting phone calls with people just being weird. And I remember one of them is he's into water sports, like the ad saying he's into water sports.
Oh, I think I've seen bits of that because I think AP like streamed it one day, but then he didn't stream the whole thing and he got copyright struck.
Oh yeah, it's a fairly decent movie. Like the whole storyline is this kid at like 12 or 14 like basically crashed the supermarket, not supermarket, stock market, and part of his terms of probation is he was not allowed to even look at a computer until he turns 18. But yeah, he turns 18, moves to like New York, and yeah, there's a whole scheme with people trying to not him. He's the main group is more like gray hat hackers and not really malicious.
Yeah, I know what that is. I've done hacking before.
Oh my god, the movie's so old. There is actually a bit with a payphone where someone takes a tape recorder, because used to each coin you dropped in made a different tone, and you could record that tone, and then when the operator asks for money, you just play it back to them and you get free phone calls.
Yeah, the film's older than I am. Yeah, 1995. I was born in 96.
So Phantom says Happy New Year. He since he's dropping out, he's gonna hop off, take medicine, and do a sleep.
I have a nice sleep.
I need to take my medicine. My New Year's resolution really needs to make sure to take medicine every day. I keep forgetting, but it's just like ADD medicine, so it's not really that.
You should probably have one of those like things that like old people have, what is like one mark for every day, so you remember to take it in the morning.
No, that didn't work. I actually kept getting yelled at because Mom's like, "Why does Wednesday still have a pill in it?" And then I'm like, "I forgot to take them." I actually don't know where that is. I need to find it, and I need to clean my corner. I keep just throwing my junk over in the corner, and when I need it, I grab it. Nerf guns, box of Nerf darts, tape, a battery-powered fan that I harvested from like a battery-operated air hockey table. So I've just got this like battery pack and fan. BB pistol, scissors, snacks. Also, I have pretty much everything I need to just sit here. My only problem is my water is on the other side of the couch, and I don't feel like going and getting it. But I have coffee. Coffee is good.
Yeah, coffee actually calms you down, doesn't it?
It either does nothing or it sometimes puts me to sleep. But that's like a weird thing with the way ADHD brain works. Stimulants, stimulants actually calm down.
Yeah, strange.
No, no one ever accused me of being normal. In fact, one of the reasons I almost died when my appendix burst is because I have like a 1 in a million thing where apparently the appendix is supposed to be up against the abdominal wall, and mine was like behind something to where you couldn't, for some reason, you don't feel the pain you do with appendicitis, so you don't get a warning.
Yeah.
That stay in the hospital took more time than it would have when with normal people.
You know, I actually sound a lot rougher than I actually feel. I just feel a bit tired. Because I'm not even that hungover.
I haven't been hungover, but then that's just because I only do like a pint at a time.
Yeah, and you were drunk off that one pint, weren't
Uh, buzzed. But I think also my meds probably interfere with that because one of them does say I shouldn't do alcohol.
you? Yeah. No, I was just sensible about it. I just paced myself.
I mean, you could do that.
And didn't rush anything, so yeah. And even though I had like 10 beers and most of them all a month, I wasn't even that drunk.
Oh, what do I? One of these days, or sometime today I'm going to get out to the garage and because I actually did use the plow yesterday, and the leading edge is not like it bent back, so I need to like reinforce that. And it should be fine if I'm actually doing work in the garage. I shouldn't really need a jacket. Should be fine, even though there's snow on ground. It's getting out to the garage. It's getting out to the garage that's going to suck.
Yeah, does it work? Like,
When it got bent over under it, like went under the front wheel, so I couldn't turn, but it did okay at plowing and pushing. So. All right, I'm gonna end this a tad early, and actually, I'm going to probably procrastinate and get on 7 Days to Die. I can't remember if it's today or tomorrow that Blind Trucking starts up its normal scheduled programming.
I think it's tomorrow.
Either way, I'll see you guys there.
We should probably do a game stream or something.
I might later.
Bye.
Bye.
No.